Okay. Let's try this. So 11:36 in Sutter, California. I'm doing this for Lockjaw Manufacturing and the Night Watch Challenge. Yeah. So let this begin. Try not to move you guys around too much. So, what got me into Locksport originally was Dungeons and Dragons. I was playing a rogue character at the time, and being a locksmith was quite helpful in playing the game, and then I wondered how hard it would be to actually pick a lock, because I didn't believe my dungeon master at the time was accurate in his thought process of how long it would take my character to actually get through it. And that's how I got here. I met a lot of cool people along the way. Broke Picks, G Man, Lady Locks. That's just to name a couple. Block Squash, Mountain Mix, a new one, is awesome. Dean P, the breaker of picks. Who else? Brett Sucks, hashtag Brett Sucks at BrettSucks.com. Pocket Woman, she's awesome. Hello. And I know I butcher your name, that's the only reason I don't even try to pronounce it. Wow, now there's 8 of you here. Hello. So, the reason I'm up right now is I'm doing a challenge for a Locksport group I'm in, and I had to be up after 11 o'clock for at least half an hour. So, I'm more or less hanging out. I was talking to myself about how I got into Locksport. That started with Dungeons and Dragons, and I had a rogue character, and me and my dungeon master had like an argument about how I ended up in the dungeon, and he thought it would take a lot longer for my character to pick his way out of the cell, and that's essentially how I ended up into actual lockpicking. And I'll get into doing some of that here in a minute. But yeah. Weezer is a nice band. near as many as some of the other people that do. Oh, I was on Discord and in real life. Actually, I can't really leave frame, and that's where it would screw me. Across the room over there, I have a Rick and Morty versus D&D, and that's an awesome one to play. There are biscuits in this one. This one's brand new and still sealed. That one has locks in it. Raking Raccoon. Rocky Raccoon. But we are only human after all, huh? How's it going? Hi, Anthony. Yeah, the cool part about Lock Sport is there's a bunch of people that make their own poker chips and challenge coins and stuff. This one's Not Two Dads. J. Gabriel. Lock Squash. Greyhound Lock Picking. If you like lock picks at an affordable price, he is a great company to go through. I love his profiles. He just came out with a new one. It's called the Deep Dog Leg, and it's one of my next ones I can't wait to get. Shackleman Cuff Club for escaping handcuffs, which I have some in my bag over here too. 2025, the Broke Pick Challenge. I completed that one. That was a fun little challenge to do. Broke Picks is another picker, and he had a little challenge going on that he ran for a while that I participated in, and I got a challenge coin for it. Two sets of Greyhound picks that I can't wait to get the next set. What little totems? I'm 32. Didn't know lockpicking was such a community thing. Yes, we're all over Discord, we're all over YouTube. There's lots of us. The algorithm, for some reason, does not like throwing us into the rest of the community. One of my favorite little locks is this one. And it doesn't seem like a whole heck of a lot, but it was on my childhood home from 2008 was the last time I knew where the location of the key was, and then it magically disappeared. It was stuck on the lock until 2012. 20-ish when I first started getting into lockpicking, and I went out and picked the lock open myself, and then I found the key for it way later. But this is like one of the first locks I was dedicated to picking to, and it took me like over weeks to get it. Yes, I am. The Avis 7 240 is the one I picked up most recent. That one took me a while to get. And the Elephant Trunk in 25,000th is the one I opened that one with. This purple looking little pretty Brinks that you can get at Walmart is probably the easiest one in my collection to open. It really kind of did. And the fact that, like, we just took apart the gate so you can go in and out of it and replace the latch, and the just lock sat on there for forever, too. Nice chatting with you. Thank you. Like and subscribe, and catch me later. I'll be around. Got that one open. Hello, people. How are you guys doing tonight? Thanks for stopping in. Kiki, what's up, buddy? Just kind of hanging out, trying to get my night watch patch achieved. I'm 23 minutes into it. How you been, bud? Right, okay is not bad. Okay could be worse. Or at least that's always been my thought process to it. I don't think so. And since you showed up, the last two people just disappeared. I just get random lurkers that just sit in here. Hello, random people. Hello, Tom. Pretty much. That would be cool. All the monies. But I don't really even log my Cash App or anything like that on here. An Avis 7240 that's keyway is way tighter and I shouldn't be even trying to rake it right now. Let's try a different pick. The fact that I'm trying to sit crisscrossed on a bar stool does not exactly help. But I didn't like my legs hanging down either. But at least watching me fidget, you can realize that not all people are like the lockpicking lawyer and the rest of them that can actually just smash through a lock in no time. Kind of getting it all set up still, but yeah, slowly getting it moved into. Need to still get the bed frame moved over, get a couple more little things in, hook up the hot water heater, that sort of stuff. But I'll be happy with that. Living in the little ranch house instead of my trailer, especially with the elements being what they were. I was either cooking or freezing, so there's that. But I'm also realizing, yeah, that roof is now cold, and it was hot earlier, so there is no insulation in this roof. No, right now I'm sitting inside the house because it's just nicer and gave me more area to just be in for the frame of the yeah. Because in this particular challenge, I'm not allowed to leave my little box. Need to get you some coins made, G key, or poker chips. I need a G key poker chip. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna figure out what it is and have some made, and I'll keep the first couple and send you the rest. Cause yeah, like you said, chips cost money, and if I'm throwing down money or stuff like that, I might as well either get myself some and send you some, or vice versa. Well, once you get done with your logo, then we can go from there. Uh, what's up? What's up, Josh? Or as my '90s buddies would say, "What's up?" We fighting? How about you stick your head on my butt and fight for air? No, I ain't trying to scrap. Once you hit your mid-30s, you realize after you get hit in the face a couple times, it's not as much fun as it used to be. And actually, if you could tell, this last one that I had all sutured up, that was my stepdad back in February is the one that broke my nose last. And I'm 32, so yeah, I'm pretty well done with getting fucking shit broken. Right? 37 has got a couple of years on me, and yeah, I don't like that shit anymore. If it wasn't for the fact fucking family blasted me in the face last time, it probably would have been a whole lot different. Right, no, not especially when I'm fighting 3 weight classes out of my league. Yeah, I don't know. I pretty much lived on a ranch since then and haven't dealt with people, which has kind of been like the best weird blessing in disguise that I've ever kind of had to deal with. The lockpicking helps deal with the stress and just stuff going on up there, which is quite nice. And hell, I met all sorts of really cool people since then. That's that's pretty much everyone's, end goal at least is get the hell out of the sticks. One day you kind of wake up and figure out thugging and running the streets and doing all that ain't worth it anymore. I got a wife, I got kids. It was fun when it was, 20 somethings and you had somebody that could pay your bail and post that shit. Now you're on your own and ain't nobody coming to save your ass. And I'm like, make sure it's worth it if it's worth it. To the sticks from the cell block. I grew up running all over the streets. Started out in here in Cali, where I am now, and then I went Oklahoma, and Texas, and then Minnesota. Then I went back to Cali, then I went back to Texas, back here to Cali, and I pretty well stuck my roots back in again. Right. G Key's got himself set. I wouldn't be moving either. Well, I'm assuming you're still here, G Key. Bye, Josh. Unless Josh literally met from a jail cell, in which case maybe they're making rounds and he hide his phone real quick. He'll be back. I mean, I shouldn't really joke like that, but there be people up in prisons that just be bowdy with their phone. Right, I can't even remember what state you're in, G-Key. I mean, notice the same one is broke. I have his address put around here somewhere. Michigan. There we go. I was like, M-I. What's the temp there? We're just getting to like low 60s, I think, at night. But we're still at 97 during the day. The Monday is going to be 103. So, I'd much rather get some cold weather. Ooh. See, that's just the side of uncomfortable. But I would much rather be cold than hot any days because I could always throw more clothes on. I can only take so much off. Right. With temperatures like that, that's the perfect time to get stuff mowed. I have to get up at like 5 a.m. just so that way I can get the hay stacked or start working on it before it gets hot by 8 o'clock. And it's just, oh, it's crazy. What's up, Brett? I shouted out you in the beginning of this wonderful video. $3:18 right now. I've actually managed to make it to 42 minutes. I don't want to jostle this damn thing. Yeah, Stay in frame, no zooming, no cutting, none of that for my patch. Anywho, yeah. What I was saying, my phone freaked me out. I was even trying to figure out what time it was. Oh, yeah, that's why I took my wife's phone. Yeah, it's 12:30 now, or 12:20. Sorry. You know, you might be a little sleepy when you start to try to put a different pick in and you still have one in the lock. No, hashtag Brett sucks at brettsucks.com for all your Brett sucks merch. Yeah. Right. I'm 3 hours behind. If only it worked like you can actually tell people the future and shit, because 3 hours would be plenty of time for some warning about some shit.
Hello, Moto.
At least I don't think I know you. Especially fucking people calling me after midnight. You better be dying. If you are dying, why are you actually calling me? I am no doctor. And did that stupid phone call mess up my stream, by the way? Because I have no clue. Nope. Sweet. Thank you. I'd be so annoyed if, like, almost 50 minutes worth of film just is destroyed in a phone call. What's the rules? More or less, I have to stay in frame. I'm not allowed to zoom or like mess with it. It all has to be done in one shot. I had to have started my live after 11 o'clock. I have to have that time on film. I had to have put hashtag lockjaw manufacturing, and I have to do at least 30 minutes, and that's it for this one. And then I want to try the Berserker after this. And Mick said I can get his 20 locks that he's running right now after he's done with them. And I told him that for trade, I would either order him a set of elephant trunks or the other set of dog legs. I just have to be in frame. I don't even have to really be picking a lock. I can't leave this little bubble, more or less. The frame of my camera. Or at least that's the way I understood it. So you'll probably get a kick out of it. There's my wrist rocket that I've been playing with. But when we were a kid, we used to have to just, sling normal rocks. The fact that they started making ceramic ammunition and actual steel ball bearings that you can run around with now is quite nice. Right, I actually just came across my gigantic bag of marbles, which you are correct. I love the fact that they shatter if you hit a solid enough object with them. But when I grabbed my wrist rocket for an extra couple bucks, I picked up like 1,000 rounds of clay ammunition. And it's all biodegradable, so if I do smash it against something, it just breaks down later. But they don't have like the weight I would like them to. Right, especially if you have some of the old ones that are sought after. Mine are just the old like little red, white, and blue stripe. Nothing special. Dime a dozen. My favorite thing to do is go through somebody's marble collection with a UV light and see if I can find any UV glass, uranium glass, or radium glass, or whatever the heck it's called. Okay, I can see two people in here. It's Jiki and who else? See, that wouldn't be a bad thought. Get really good at dialing it in because you could see exactly where those go. And it'd improve that whole how hard you can actually grip that ball. Now, if it was the old ones that you can freeze, no. Now, then you go into something. Yeah, more or less that's what I meant. How hard you can pinch that pouch without actually popping the ball, since it's not really that solid. It's been a minute since I've played paintball, so you're probably right. Probably tougher than I remember them being. An electric one, what? And yeah, I've only got to actually play paintball like twice in my life. Oh, I've never seen an electric paintball gun. Let's try to push this to an hour even or so. Got a couple more minutes to hang out with you guys. Hopefully my phone holds the charge, and then I can submit this in the morning when it downloads for my patch, and hopefully they accept it. David! What's up, bud? Working on my night watch patch. You should go live for an hour after this, David, and I'll set up with you and you should complete your night watch patch. Just embarrassing Master Lock. I'm currently playing around with my Sparrow's practice lock that I thought I was going to be able to embarrass. It used to be my comfort lock, and it's being kind of a pain in the ass tonight. I do have it pinned to black at 6 pins. Right. I'm right there with you. I'm literally just now hitting the 1 hour mark. I'm talking about how I want to go to bed. David, challenge idea for you. You have to pick a lock with a cat in your lap. You can challenge people to do it. They're like, but what if, David, what if I don't have a cat? Then you go to your local pet store, and I'm sure that one of the employees will let you sit down with a cat and hold it while you attempt to pick a lock. Right, G-Key, I didn't get my power nap in, so usually I'd be all go for that. Right, and it definitely wouldn't be near as loud as that grinder is. Some person walking around with tinnitus right now for a $20 bike. Like, if I was gonna shame anyone, I would start shaming Brinks. Yeah, they're right there. They're subpar with Master Lock. I'd be surprised if Master Lock just didn't like, getting shamed all the time and turn themselves into a small Brinks corporation. Right, with pet envy. Like I said, I'd be over here cat in lap, just do 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 do. If I really want to have fun, go grab one of the peacocks or something and sit with it. It keeps trying to jump around. Chicken flying around. Come back here. You need to be in frame. Yep, 63 now, which is awesome. I'm gonna call it. There we go. Wanted to shame Brinks one last time before I closed the live. with a bidding of 63354. Well, thanks for hanging out, guys. Elijah showing up at the very end. Thanks for showing up regardless. Oh. I more or less was just trying to get an hour in to get my Lockjaw patch, my Night Watch patch. And yeah. Night, y'all.